Why, hello. Welcome to SU News. That's what I'm calling it, because, we're talking about anime news, gaming news, and just any type of news in general. That should be good to talk about. And today we're going to be talking about CyberPunck 2077. And, well, there's a lot of drama and news going on throughout the week since the game has released, I think, 1 or 2 weeks ago. It's been a lot of crazy news. So, first piece of news is that, you probably heard of it earlier, but the game was supposed to be, this perfect thing, but, CD Projekt Red was being shady and they didn't show anything from the, PS4 or Xbox, stuff. So it looked really, so people thought it was kind of shady because when they started playing the games, the thing looked super bad. People were saying, I saw some of the videos, it was bad, like the NPCs look super bad. It was all just all wonky, bugs everywhere, and it was just like super bad. And so people want a refund to CD Projekt Red because they gave in refunds first off for it because they promised the game was to be so good, and then they were being shady because it only kind of works on PS5s, Series X's, or PCs most of the time. But all that shady crap didn't really work out for them. So they giving out refunds, but then Sony said, they didn't want to give out refunds. And then finally today, they took CyberPunck 2077 off of the PlayStation Store. Can't the digital version. And since what I've heard is that so many people are trying to get their refunds, is that the site is crashing, and that's just sad too. Just because that's a lot of money they wasted, and CD Projekt Red had a squeaky clean reputation. They had Witcher 3, super, whatever, I never played it, but I've heard it was super good, and it did a good job on how it was, and it had a lot of success. And now they do this, and they just ruin it. Like, for me, I'm not even done with the game, and you guys can continue watching the Let's Play if you guys want to, because I'm currently working on episode 2 and 3, but it's like the story, I think it's pretty good, but just like the graphics, and two, for me, I've had constant just crashes in the game. Like, I've had 3 crashes in one night, like around 3 every other couple hours. I had 3 crashes in one night, and at least every single time I play the game I have crashes. I still like the game, that's why I want to finish it, but at the same time it's been getting annoying because it keeps on crashing, and you're just like, well, you bought this $60 game, and it shouldn't be crashing. So now so now this is just gonna be one of the worst things ever in gaming generation, where a whole company had almost refund every entire game, and two, and also it's winter time too, Christmas, so they're missing out on so many things too. It's like, if they were doing this, like, it's just so bad. Because it's Christmas time, you're not gonna have that many people game, and we've been waiting 8 years for this game, and it was supposed to be, the big giant, game of the year thing, but look at it. And so now since it's like this, of course, people are waiting for to see how, the next gen updates or the next patch updates next year are supposed to be. But people, they just don't want the game no more because they're upset because they waited all this time. Some people even died and their friends are going to play for them because they love the game. And look what this company does, it's just kind of sucks. And it's even though it's almost like kind of like EA, how they have their trash games, like sometimes with their buggy games, it ends up like this, And it's just, it is kind of sad. And it is irritating. But at least we did make some history, actually getting a company to change their stuff for once, Because you don't really see that ever happening, really, at all. You never see that. So it's just really kind of, it's good, though, that we did have this happen, because, because, if this continue, bro, Sony was gonna get a lot more hate, and hopefully Microsoft will do this soon, too. But like, dude, it's just like, we probably might not see this game for a couple of months, probably, for this game, and it just really, really sucks too. Because even for me, it's like, I've been enjoying, the game, of course, for me, because I'm playing on PS5, I don't have the, all the bugs like everybody else does. But the crashes, they're getting more and more, like, constant. Like, when I first started playing, I had one crash when I was doing some sort of side quest, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then literally 2 days ago, I had 3 crashes in one night, and not even the same area or same quest. 3 different things, 3 different times. I think one of them probably was a side quest, one of them was part of a story quest. Yeah, one of them were a story quest. It was after, well, I don't want to spoil it, no one really played it, but just, all of this, it's just so annoying. Like, I'm just here to finish the game, and I'm hoping that somehow I can finish the game, and hopefully it won't be as crazy bugs as it is, because it gets annoying. Because it's like you're playing a game, and then it resets, and you don't want to stay here and just having to replay the entire thing again. So now we're just gonna see, of course, CD Projekt is super shady though, even though they knew that they should have worked on it more and, shown more of the base consoles and everything. And it's like, the thing is too, it's like you guys announced this game in 2013 when it was too early to release it, even announce it. And you also announced the game when, just when the the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One X, or Xbox One, are coming out. And the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 2 are like still like the most popular systems. So, all of this is kind of sad and depressing. And it's like, we all was hoping that this game would supposedly be super good, but now look at it. You got like everyone's just talking about it. And it's just kind of sad too because everyone was just hoping this game would be good. But hey, at least now you guys got an excuse now to go play whatever other games you have, At least if you did refund it, at least that means you can, put your money towards something else, or just save it, or keep your money and wait. Like let's say you want to buy another game, keep it and save it for something else, or watching Dreamcast guy's video with one of his fans or comments told him something about he saw Cyberpunk for PC, and he's like, should I get it? And he was just like, no, because the game is not good right now. And I would agree. I would agree with that. If you're planning on thinking about getting the game now, don't. Let's wait until the patches come out, look how they are, and if we hear more news on how it's good, and if it is good, then get it. But if it's not, do not get it. Because it's just real disappointing that this is how it is. So I'm just saying, stay away from the game for now, until anything gets better, then yeah, because we shouldn't having to have people having to get Series X's or PS5s or good running PCs just to play this game, and they still crash even on a good system, so, so it's just not really that fun, and this kind of just ruins down all the excitement and everything, And I'm hoping I'm not missing anything. I know for the other past, like, couple days or weeks ago, I know CJ Product Red, they put some statements out there, And the thing is too, and it's like, even though these patches, I feel like they shouldn't be waiting. I get that it takes time to make the patches, but still, they need to be on top of it too. Because these patches need to get out soon, because like literally, the game is like 45 or 80 gigabytes when you first download it, and then I had a 17 patch update, and literally for right now, the game, I have 109 gigabytes on this game. So yeah, they need to get these patches out soon because they're losing money. Because they put a lot of work into this, they're losing money. And just think of all the people spent the hard time working on this, and then the game ended up turning out like this. And also too, because like I don't blame the people who was working on the game because it kind of is their fault because they should worked on it better. But it's CA Project Red's fault, the company's fault, that they decided to show these people the game and just let it be released early without it too, and it's just not good because it's like you let this game, do all this stuff, and it just look how it turned out. Look how it turned out. Nothing good. So now we just have to wait and see, because now basically this game, this is basically, I would see for the story, I think I would give it like at least 8 or 9 out of 10, but for now, because all the crashes I'm having, I'm giving it around 6 out of 5, because no game should be crashing. Like, let's say if you're playing it for hours, and then it's had a hard, let's say you've been having this system running for hours, and it's on, no sleep mode or whatever, and the game is running for hours, that's a different story. But it says, nah, it just can't be. Well, thanks for the SU news today, and I hope you guys can hit that like button and subscribe, and trying to reach 100 subscribers soon, and so see you all in the next one.